I know it's been a very long time since the last time I posted up a video, which was like on December. And it's just like it's been crazy. A lot of things have happened. Most of them are like good things. It's good for a change. And I was just taking my time to find myself again, taking time to heal myself, to feel good and enjoy my happiness, enjoy my living with my children, my husband. I have set up goals. I've been working on them and I have started on my goals. So that's the main reason why I have been absent in my channel. But I do want to share with you all the good stuff now. I want to share with you guys all the plans I have for myself and for my family, and it's very exciting. Like, I'm in a different place now. I feel full of life. I feel full of energy and just with a positive attitude. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm just simply happy. Like, I'm just happy of the simplest things in life, and that is grateful. Like, I'm grateful for what I have now. I'm grateful for everything. I'm even grateful for the things that I had to endure with my family, that things that had to happen to where I'm at now. Because if it wouldn't be for those things, I wouldn't see my growth. I wouldn't see like where I came from. And now that, I'm not in the best place yet, or like the place where I want to be. Like, it's still a long way on the road. But I do feel good where I'm at. I am comfortable where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm at. And I'm just taking it a step at a time. Like, it's been very good. It's been very good. And the reason for that, I think it's because, okay, so the last time I left you guys with was the update about the baptism. And that was back in December. And yes, my babies are now baptized. They are children of God. They have received the Lord in them. And that makes me happy. Like, that just gives me more gratitude and more humbleness towards like me showing my girls my faith and walking by the hand of God. Like, there's no other way I could say that or like stress more about how I feel that God has been a big part of my life within my spiritual self. Like, I've been in a more level, and my babies are now baptized. They are baptized, and after that, the baptism, like, like I just went with the flow. I enjoyed it. Like, it was good. It was good. It turned out that the godmother was able to come. She was able to like spend the time with us, spend time with my babies, and that was the most important thing for me. So she was able to do that, and I was grateful for that, and everything just came out perfect. It was nice. Other than that, after the baptism was December 12th, and then within the next couple of weeks, I had a breakthrough. I had a breakthrough on my grandmother's death. Like, remember, you guys, I had told you that I hadn't had the chance to grieve, or like my body like wasn't ready for it, or I don't know what it was holding me back. I didn't understand it then. And I had a breakthrough even with my baby Irene. I remember I used to tell you guys how much I was just so tired of dealing with the child that was constantly crying, that wouldn't sleep, that wouldn't nap. She still don't nap, she still don't sleep, but she is doing a lot better now. Like, she's walking, like, I mean, she runs now. She entertains herself more with toys, or like she's just on her own little world, and she gives me space. Now I have time and space to do like the things I need to get done, like my chores, cook the meals, you know. Like I have a little break. Like for instance, right now as I'm filming this video, my babies are in the next room, in their playroom, and they're playing toys, like they're playing together. So that's also like gives me a little bit of a setback for me, for myself, and like, you know, enjoy. So, you know. And but on December, before this change happened with my baby, I was able to like accept my baby like the way she is, like accept that God gave me this for a reason. He was challenging me, or he, you know, like he was putting me on a test. And I felt like for a very long time I felt like a failure, like I felt like I was a bad mom. I felt like I wasn't a good mom enough. I wasn't good enough. I feel like my babies needed more than what I was giving them. And I felt alone in this. Like I felt alone with the depression, with the postpartum depression. I felt alone with the feelings that I was feeling, because I felt like nobody was able to understand what I was living through. Because like I will express it out to like my relatives, like my mom, you know, and to them it was like I don't know if they were aware of it or they didn't understand it, or it's just like, you know, it's not much of informative way. People, I guess, don't really talk about these issues, or they're ashamed of it, or they always afraid of the judgment of what others might say or think. And I wasn't like that. I was the opposite. Like I would just like say it. Like I would like literally feel free, and I would just like say what I felt, say what I think, like, you know. But I was being looked crazy. Like I felt the judgment, I felt the thing. And then, you know, and then it's just so common for us women to, it's like you have to settle with what you have. Like, you know, oftentimes my mom would tell me like, well, that's what you asked for. Like, you know, you chose to have your family, you choose to have your babies, like you choose to, you know, like. And yes, she's absolutely right. I chose my family. I chose to become a mother. I chose all the my planned events, because I had a plan. I had planned my babies, both of them. And yes, I agree. I chose that for myself, right? But I would have never imagined living through postpartum, feeling the way I felt without no explanation. Like I couldn't even explain my feelings because I didn't even understand it myself. You know, I was going through therapy. I was, you know, working with a therapist, and she was a very, very helpful. But, you know, like it all took time. And it all took time. And I was just so tired. Like my body was just so drained because I couldn't breathe. Like I felt suffocating within my feelings. I felt like I kept going deeper and deeper and deeper. And I wasn't at the right place in my mind. Like I wasn't in the right place. I was just, I guess, not being grateful either. Like I just felt so ungrateful. I felt like I was just complaining, and I didn't understood the reason why I was put to this test, or the reason why, you know, I came through that. But on December, it was a very emotional month, starting with my baby's baptism, because as you guys know, like I just wanted them to like get baptized. I wanted to, you know, to just have peace in my heart, and knowing that they will become children of God, like, you know, that I would guide them in the right path to God, and get to know God, and get to feel his love and like his mercy. So, you know, that it was already emotional for me. Another thing was that on December, 8th. It's my grandmother's birthday. So also it was just an emotional month. Like her birthday was coming up, and it was like the first birthday where like I wanted to make a call to her, like celebrating her birthday, wishing her happy birthday, and always just being grateful of like the year she was here with us. But it was really hard. It was really hard on me, like having to hold back that call. Like it was just so hard, like thinking that she's not gonna pick up. Not even pick up, because like I would call my aunt and my family members and stuff, and then they would like pass me to her, or like I would talk to her or FaceTime her. But even then, since it was my aunts and it was their mother, like I just didn't call because I didn't know what to tell my aunt. Like, I just couldn't say, like, I don't know, there was no words. It's just a feeling, it's just the emotions that, what can you say? So that's how I felt, and I didn't make the call because in my heart I was sad, I was happy, and at the same time, like, it's like, what do I say? What do I say when you just have feelings, when you just have emotions and you have no words to say which thing, because they know what they're feeling. I mean, especially them, like this, their mom, like their mother. To me, like, I don't know. So it was just like, I guess I just felt like I was gonna open wounds again, or like, I don't know. So I didn't make the call, but all the time I just kept thinking, like, wow, she's really gone now. Like it hit me. It's like it hit me. I was listening to music. I started putting God's songs. I don't know how you call them. It's just like sentimental music, like, like reflection, like, yeah, like a life's reflection, like type of music, type of like God's message. So I was focused on that throughout that month because I was just so tired and exhausted dealing with my postpartum depression. I didn't know what else to do. Like, I even looked for professional help. I asked my care provider, like my doctor, that I needed antidepressants. And I started taking antidepressants because I got to the point where I just had no emotions at all. Like, my baby sometimes will cry and I will take care of them, or like, have them relax, or like ask why they're crying and stuff. But I didn't had that mother guilt where it's like, oh, like my baby's crying, like what do you need? Like I wasn't attached to them emotionally. So I just started to do the things I should do because I'm a mom, but I wasn't being attached to them emotionally. Like, it's not that I didn't care, it was just that I was just so tired. Like, it's the same thing. They don't understand. Like, I can't talk to them how I talk to you guys, or like whoever's listening to me, because they're babies. They're at a young age where their brain can capture the struggles that I'm dealing with, and they don't understand that. Like, they can't right now. They can't. One day they will know, because I do plan on telling them my story. I do plan on letting them know, like, it's okay to feel how I feel. It's okay, this things happens, this is life. Like, it's okay. And they don't have to feel like an outcast the way I did. And then maybe one day, yeah, they'll be watching these videos. I mean, it's all up in the internet, like it's on YouTube. So yeah. But now they don't understand, they don't know. And that's how I was just with them and with everybody else, I guess, with the world. I was just so detached I was so detached from the world that I had no emotions, I had no feelings, and I just literally felt like a robot. Like I felt like I couldn't no more. My stroke symptoms were kicking more harder. Like I had a lot more numbness, I had a lot more trembling, I had a lot more headaches, like migraines. I was losing like my eyesight. Like I just had this pressure right here between my eyes and my eyebrows, and my left eye was swollen. It was sold up, and then I would just start seeing like flashlights, like little flies, or like, you know how people say sometimes you, when you get like lightheaded and then you just start seeing stars and things like that. So I was so tired, so stressed, I don't know what it was, and I just started seeing that, and I couldn't calm myself down. Like I couldn't, like I just couldn't. So I started thinking into the possibility of taking antidepressants, because I'm like, I need something that could keep my stress level low, that could keep my nerves calm, not all over the place. Because when all these symptoms are like coming, like, you know, I could like actually end up in the hospital room. Like I could gone to the emergency room. So I just didn't want to put that pressure on top of what I was already dealing with. So I just like, you know, told my doctor, like, I'm thinking of, if it's okay, what do you think? Get the professional evaluation or the opinion of the doctor to be like, do I need antidepressants like now? Like, do I need that? Because I felt like I needed something. I just needed something. I wanted something to help me cope with what I was dealing with. And my care provider was actually like surprised that I came onto him like that, because he was actually gonna tell me the day that I had my appointment, seeing like we were gonna discuss that topic, because to him it felt like it was really extremely important for me to start doing that treatment, for my symptoms not to get worse, or for me to develop even more things due to the stroke. So to him, like medical wise, yeah, he's like, yes, you really do need this antidepressant. So then we started with the pills, and then that's also like a battle like I was having with my emotions, because I've never taken medication for anything in my life. I've never been allergic to any foods, no medical conditions, like ever. Like I've never needed to follow an actual prescription daily, or like a treatment of any kind. So yes, it was my first time, and I was scared because I kept battling. Like I didn't want to have to depend on a pill to feel good, to feel that I'm alive, to feel happiness, to feel anything, because I wasn't feeling anything. I just felt like very numb, and I just felt like a robot doing the things I needed to do because I needed to get them done, and because that's the way things should have gone by. But I wasn't enjoying it. And I was certainly like, I was really tired and felt real bad about my baby. Like I couldn't even enjoy her. But on December, like I said, I started with the treatment, and it did help me a lot. Like it helped me relax, it helped me not take things to a different level where, like, you know, I would go crazy. Like I would just keep my frustration in, and then like one day I would just like take it all out, like explode, like scream, you know. I wasn't being as traumatic to my girls as I was before. And then again, like I said, like I just needed that for the moment, because I guess a lot was happening at once again. So maybe that's why that month it was like, I need help, I want some help, I want to take antidepressants, I need something to just chill me, relax me. I also looked into the CBD oil. I was just doing all my research I was doing a lot of research to things that I could do naturally, things that would help me cope with what I was dealing with. Yeah, and it was just a lot. But the thing that mostly helped me also was my was music. The music I was playing, like, it was just life's reflections on like things, just like messages, like music that provides a message, that comes through a message within the wording, within the lullabies, and like, and I like listening to this music. I was also like put in like goodbye songs, like when a family member passed away, because like I said, I was thinking a lot about my grandma. And just like surfing, and then one song would play and then the next would play. So within this routine that I was dealing with, like it relaxed me, and it actually helped me get attached with my feelings again. And this particular song, it's called Mom by Donna Tagler. Toga. I don't know. But the song, like, I didn't know, I have never heard it before. But on December, like, I just came across it. Like, it just played in the playlist, like it was going through. And it was a message. It was like one of those songs that like gets you to think, and like, I don't know. But that song, when I heard it, like the first time, like I've heard it and stuff, it touched me. It touched something in me, touched something in my heart, and like it sparked up something. The feeling that I had lost of a mother, I call it like that, like the essence of the mother, because I had lost that. I had lost that connection with my babies. I had lost that and I don't even know why, how, and and like the doctors would like talk to me, my therapist would talk to me. It was like, was your baby planned? Were you ready for this? Like, did you wanted this? Like, and everything was the correct answer. I'm like, yes. I wanted my baby. I wanted Irene. I wanted my second baby. She was planned. I wanted my first baby to have a sibling to grow up with, to play, because she was always lonely. Like, she cried for company. And I wanted that for my babies, and I wanted to go through the pregnancy again, experience the motherhood again, like, because I was just seeing my baby like so grown, like my first baby. So I guess, I don't know, I just missed that part. I had missed all the excitements of like the baby bumps, like everything. And like I said, we were gonna benefit my daughter. We were gonna benefit ourselves, because she was a loved baby. She was thought of all the time. She was a planned baby. Me and my husband, we were like waiting for her. So, they just couldn't understand why I was the way I was with my baby as soon as I got home from the hospital. And I didn't understand it either. Like, I didn't understand it. I don't know if it was the way she had her anxiety within, like, the crying a lot, or she just wanted to be latched to me. She just wanted to be on top of me 24/7. Like, I don't know if it was that, like, I even got to the point, like, I'm so scared. I was just so scared, and how can I say it? I was on denial of getting pregnant again. Like, I was so terrified of a pregnancy. Like, if I would have gotten pregnant like months before, it would have been a devastating moment for me. Like, if I would have found out I was pregnant, or like I was gonna have another baby and stuff, I would have like just felt like my world would have come down. like, because I wasn't ready for it. I didn't want to. I don't want it. I didn't want it. And I was just so in denial, so stubborn. I'm like, no, 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 no. Like, I don't want to. And I was like that for, I'll say like a year. And then recently, like in this past couple months, like I guess I reached out from that mentality, or like, I don't know, like just something in me. Because if I were to find that I am pregnant today, or that there'll be a baby coming soon in the next couple months, or maybe I could even start planning a third pregnancy. But I'm not like, no, but I'm just saying, if it would have happened like out of nowhere, it would have just come with me, I honestly could say I'm ready for it. Like, I will be happy, like I would enjoy, I would just be so excited, full enjoyment, excitement, and loving. Like, I would like embrace my pregnancy. I would, you know, that's me right now, because that's how happy I am now. That's how positive I've been. Like, I'm just happy. I'm simply happy. So if I were to find pregnant, like, I wouldn't see it as the worst news ever. Like, I wouldn't see it as a devastating moment. I would just take the opportunity of like having positivity, life, celebrating life, you know. And that's me. But before that, like, I was just so on denial. I didn't want it. I was so scared. I was so terrified, and it was constantly like, no, like I couldn't. And this song is called Mom, and the message of that song, it was just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And the fact that it talks about God, and it was, I felt like God was coming through me. Like, I felt like I felt that God was giving that message to me. Like, it was for me. It was for me. And maybe I needed that, because I've been praying for so long, like, to battle this depression. Like, I was just praying and praying for God to help me understand what I was going through, to help me go through these hard moments, to help me go, like, to just help me enjoy my life again, to help me enjoy my daughters, because I was missing a lot. I was missing a lot of my daughter, especially my baby. Like, I missed a lot of her life. And she was 9 months old, because, like, I remember it was December, and her birthday was coming up on February. And I'm like, wow, she's about to turn 1 year old. She was going to turn 1. So, yeah, guys. So, she was going to turn 1. And I just remember thinking, like, it's been 1 whole year almost, and I've lost a lot out of her life. Like, I've lost her milestones. I've lost all those memories that I could have like captured. And when I had good days, I would like take pictures with her, and like I would just be all over her and show her love and affection. But most of the days were just like hard days. They were like great days. Like, I just wanted her to like give me a break. I would do my best to just put her to sleep, give her space, give her time, and do. So I wanted to spend more time with her, and I just felt like I've missed a lot out of her life. And I did feel guilt, and I felt so bad, because that's another thing I've been fighting, like my guilt, like feeling like I'm the bad mom, feeling that I didn't deserve them, feeling like they didn't deserve to grow up with a mom that had so many issues, that had so many problems, and that I couldn't fix my life. And I just didn't know how much longer I was gonna be like this. I didn't know how long it was gonna take me for me to like get up from this nightmare, like wake up from it. I don't know. And that song, it was I felt like it was meant for me to hear it. Like, I think this is the moment where like I chose, like, I've been thinking positive, right? Like I've always like thought of no, I'm not gonna be negative, I'm gonna do my best today, you know. And if it didn't work out, or if I felt tired, if I felt this, I'm like, tomorrow is gonna be a better day, tomorrow's gonna be another day, and like so on. But then eventually, you know, like nothing would happen. Like I wouldn't see no progress within myself, within my feelings, within my exercises of therapy, you know. But when this song, it just moved me, it touched something in my heart that reconnected with me and my babies, because the message of the song was about motherhood. It was about motherhood, it was about a baby. And so the song talks about that, like how the baby is scared to come into the world because it doesn't, like, the baby doesn't know anything about it, you know. Like it's a big world down there. He just kept telling God, that is it necessary for him to go, like is it necessary for him to like leave his side, because the baby didn't want to leave God's side. And God is like telling the baby, like, no, like you're not gonna be alone, you're not gonna be, you know, harmed, because you go into someone that has been waiting for you, somebody that has so much love for you and excitement and just can't wait to meet you. And she'll make sure that you're never in pain, she'll make sure that you're always okay, and will guide you to the right path. And God tells the baby that your mom will guide you to bring you back to me, to bring you back home. So that's meaning, you know, we're all gonna go back to God one day, you know, like it. And that right there, like those words where he's saying, like, don't be scared, little baby, like don't be scared, because you're gonna meet the most purest of love that exists, because a mother's love is always sacred. A mother's love is the most beautiful thing we could experience, the most beautiful love at all, because it's without expectations. Like it's an unconditional love, it's unconditional love. And it really touched me and it moved my emotions, because it's like I wanted so bad, like, to attach my feelings to my baby Irene. And I was battling so much guilt because I just couldn't understand why I wasn't feeling that, why I wasn't feeling that love that I should feel. I did love her, I do love her, and I did love her back then. And I would think of that, like, I love her, like she's my baby, how can I not love her, how can I not love her, how can I not, you know, feel all this love for her, or like emotions for her, after everything we went through the pregnancy together, after all those scares of the miscarriages, like the risk of miscarriages that I had, 2 of them, up to her labor, like she was deprived from oxygen. I almost had a C-section. And even then, like, I was scared for her life at the last minute, like the last minute of birth. I thought for myself, like, I'm gonna have a C-section, and I was ready for that C-section. I was ready for me to be cut open just to have my baby out safe. Like, I just wanted her out of my womb already. If my womb wasn't protecting her, if something was wrong with my placenta, like, you know. And I remember I started to cry, I started to tear when all this crazy chaotic things happen at the delivery room, where I'm being told she's not breathing, she has no oxygen, you gotta breathe for her. I had the oxygen mask on, and I had to really inhale the oxygen that I was given to, just for my baby to have air, just to like give my baby oxygen. And I remember, like, all the nurses and doctors like go crazy in the room, and I'm like, okay, like, that's it. Like, I was just telling my husband, like, I want her out already, like she's already suffered too much, like I just want her to be born and like get her out of me, like, and just to know that she's okay. I wanted to see her, I wanted to feel her, because at that point of my life, at that point of the delivery, I was scared for a life. Like, I really thought that anything could have gone wrong, anything could have happened. I was already like at major risk. She was already in major risk, and I just thought like the worst. I just didn't want to come home empty-handed. I just didn't come home, and I still am grateful for that moment. Like, I still sit back and think like I could have come home empty-handed. I could have like lose my baby right there. And all her fight, like everything she's like suffered from the beginning of my pregnancy, like she hung on. She was so strong fighting, you know, like I just can't imagine what could have happened then. And so that song, like, it brought me back to those moments where I did feel attached. I did feel frustration into like not having, like, into having my body to go through these complications that I didn't had in the first place, like with my first pregnancy. And that song, like I said, like it just attached me back. It reconnected me. I felt it in my heart. Like, I felt something, and I felt like God was really like talking to me. Like it was just a reminder of His message, the reminder of His love, a reminder of thing. And then like I remember I was thinking back about my childhood, or like how things I have gone through with my mom, like some issues, and it's been an emotional distress on that part as well. And then like I guess I just felt even sadder because I'm like, wow, my mom is the person that should be protecting me, that should be there for me, that should, you know, but she's also not perfect, and I'm not perfect. But it did brought me back into like why my mom can't be like that, you know. So it also gave me that point of view of like me as the daughter now having to deal with certain issues with my mom. Like, it brought me into the questioning of like, I'm on the other side now. I'm the daughter, and I do feel that, you know, like I do ask myself a lot that question, like, why is my mom the way she is? Why can't my mom do this for me? Like, why is my mom, you know, it's always the question why. It's always the question why. And that song, stop, girls, stop, Yvette. Then
No, try my arms.
yeah, so it's always like that. And I also thought, because of the way my life was growing up with my mom, I didn't want to cause no more trauma to my babies. Like, I wanted to stop that. But more importantly, I reconnected with my feelings with them. That song, it just like it hit me home, like it hit me somewhere in my heart. And I'm like, wow, yeah, like, you know, I'm that mom. I want to be that mom, and I want to do better every day. I want to like keep fighting into my role of a mother the best way I can, and I want to be better myself a day, the next day, and stuff. So it did help me. And I remember that night when I heard it, I was washing dishes. It was after dinner, and my babies was already asleep already. And I just cried and cried my balls out. Like, I just hugged her and I just watched her sleep. And I was just like telling her, like, so sorry. Like, I was just so sorry of the way I've been acting with her, or like the way I was. And like for letting my depression get to me, for letting my depression win those moments, like, you know. But ever since then, I'm like, no. And I stopped that because I wanted them to experience that love, that motherhood love, that bond. And yeah, I was able to do that little by little. So then I started like changing my mentality into this positive attitude. Like, no, I'm not gonna let myself go no more. I'm not gonna let myself get even deeper into the hole I was already in. And then on top of that, like, you know, like having my husband go through it with me, like him not understanding what I was going through, and like him being so patient, but also like, you know, missing that part of me, like missing that affection from me, that love of me. And you know, so I started changing my mentality. Like my mentality was just so powerful now. Like I'm in a positive life now. I started doing my nails. And hi guys, welcome back to the continuation of the video. As you can see, it's a different day now. I'm wearing different clothes than the video that you were just watching, you know, a few seconds ago. But when I edit this video, I'm gonna tell you like the reasons why it was interrupted, and if some of you may notice, or if you can notice, my face, my lip, it's more numb. It went more to the right side, and this happened a couple days ago. As I was telling you earlier in the video, that I had already been good, I had already been positive, I was working on my goals. I believe the last thing I stopped saying was that I started doing my nails. I started working from home, I started booking clients. I've been doing nails, acrylic nails, for 7 years. I am a self-taught person. I started back in 2014. And ever since, I've been doing my own acrylic nails on both of my hands. And ever since, I have been getting people telling me to do their nails, but I've never felt sure about my skills, sure about myself, to just like put myself out there and do other people's nails, because I was afraid of the outcome. I'm like, I didn't want to deal with the feeling, or the judgment, like what if they don't like them, or like what if I'm not good enough. So all those things were just in my mind, so I avoided it for so many years, until last year. I started getting a lot more of, I guess it started as you know, as favors, or like, you know, holidays were coming, and there were family members and friends were like, well, can you do my nails, since they know I do my own nails, but I've never really done them on other persons except on my sister and my mom. But other than that, I wouldn't like dare myself to. But I started doing it, and I was practicing more with them, and they really liked it. They kept coming back to me, and then I was getting more requests of friends and acquaintances. So then I just went on with the flow, and I was able to get a clientele list. So I have a couple of clients that come to me on a regular basis now, and I started charging my service. So now I am working from home doing that nails. So I was at a very, very good point in my life. I was happy. I was just enjoying life. I was very motivated. I was gonna go back to school in the fall. My toddler is starting pre-K. So I was going very good. And early in the video, you see that I had taken my nails off, or I was in the process of having my nails removed. But now I did this new sets, and I've been getting a lot of compliments on them. It still hasn't been posted on my Instagram and my Facebook nail page, but just like going outside, yeah, so just by being outside, like they really get a lot of attention. They're like very flashy, very summery, vibrant colors. So you can see it. So the thing that bothers me the most, or that hurts me, is that I was gonna start school. I was gonna go back to school, and at the same time as my toddler going into pre-K. So I was taking it as a big transition for her and for myself, and I just thought that it could have been something good to share. She could learn from me as I take my classes, and like maybe show her the discipline of having to do work, having to do homework, the importance of education, most importantly. And I was really motivated into doing all that with her, into like starting school with my baby at the same time. I had all my schedule planned out. Like, I was good. I was good until, unfortunately, this health crisis happened again and again. It came out of nowhere. Well, this time I could honestly say that I didn't know where it was coming from. I wasn't feeling stressed. Like I said, I've been working on myself about that. I was keeping myself busy and enjoying my life, and I was already in a mindset of positivity, of blessing. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what else much to say at this point. At this point, I'm considering dropping out of my registered classes, and just seeing what to do. In the next video, I will be talking about more about how, when, the details of me ending up in a hospital and with this critical more health conditions. So I do apologize if it's hard to hear me, if it's hard to understand. It's just that I don't feel my face, I don't feel my jaw has shifted, and it hurts, it's painful. The tip of my tongue is numb, so some words are like hard to pronounce and are hard to understand. So again, I apologize. And if you're interested in my channel, please continue to subscribe, like, and share. And most importantly, I'm taking this platform to just be informative, to make people aware, like especially in the young persons, the young popularity, that things like this can happen to anyone. It doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your health conditions, if you've got any medical problems. Like I said, I'm a very healthy person. The doctors still don't find nothing in my MRI and CAT scans that I had recently taken. So I don't know. I'm just here sharing my story, sharing my feelings, emotions, because at this point, again, I don't know where I'll be, well, when all this is gonna end. But on the other hand, I know you're probably tired of keep hearing it, of my health issues, of my life problems, and it's kind of boring now for you. So I do have some content that I've had filmed throughout the past months, the winter. I just haven't had a chance to edit or like finish them and upload them. So definitely I'll be doing those. So don't be alarmed, or like don't think that my videos are in winter clothing, like you'll be seeing me in those winter's clothing things, but it's just because it was pre-recorded like months ago. So I'll be uploading those and sharing them with you, because it's more content about my nail journey. It's more about me relaxing, stuff like that. Also, what I was gonna say, oh yeah, I will be having a fashion haul coming up. I'll just be showing you guys some stuff that I recently got, because like I said, I've been already planning my weeks. I've been planning the things I want to do and let my YouTube channel grow and bring in more content to you guys. If you have any other recommendations, any other suggestions you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. Also any thoughts and ideas, and I'll be reading you guys. And thank you so much for stopping by my channel, clicking the like button, and sharing my YouTube, my channel, sharing it. It means a lot to me, even though like I don't have many views, many people watching me, but that doesn't matter to me. If I could get to one person out there, then that's good enough for me. Someone that I could like inform and like, you know, maybe motivate them into doing a YouTube channel if they've been wanting to do one, or maybe it could work for them, or like, you know, just like release stress, be stress free as possible. But yeah guys, that's all I have, and I'll see you into the next one. Stay tuned for the upcoming content, in my recovery process, or whatever this relapse of my health issue will take me along with my journey, along with my life. Definitely, I'm gonna keep staying positive. I'm gonna keep on thriving, and I'm grateful to come home to my babies. So love you guys, and have a nice day.